So we zeroed in on routes 2 and 3 as shown on the drawing there. And then went a little further and determined that Route 2 really is the best option for us right now. Route 3 goes through primarily through 2 properties, and one individual is interested in doing some development on that property. And we felt that running this alignment through that would make his plans a little more harder to achieve. And so we figured that Route 2 would be the better option. Route 2 also would be half in the county and half in the city limits, or half in the unincorporated parts of the county, half in the city limits. Whereas Route 3 would take it through the city of Taos. And so we haven't had conversations with them, but don't think they'd be wanting to work on something like this at this time. So zeroed in on option 2, and that's on the 3rd sheet. And this is really just a line as a possible location. There, we do have some impacts, Corps of Engineer impacts due to some streams. There is also some floodplain things we need to think about directly to the south of Militia, or Highway 50, the interchange of the ramps. And as it goes through the valley and up the hill, this is a possible location. It could move a little bit depending on how it best fits within the property, and if the property owners are interested in any kind of development or entrances off of it, this can be shifted to accommodate that and make that work out best. So to make this a doable project, we're gonna have to acquire quite a bit of fill. And the most logical location is the property that would be on the southeast side of the interchange. It's a pretty big hill, and it would take a lot of rock cut there. And so we're gonna need that fill to do that project, and most of this will be in fill for this roadway. So we would need to acquire an easement or whatever, and the logical way for something like this to happen would be is if that property were to, a developer was interested in that, we just partner with them on grading it. As they do their development, we acquire the rock to make it happen. Kind of like whenever the Walmart was built on the east side of town, when they built that interchange, they needed a lot of that excavation for building of the Walmart. They needed that rock excavation to build the interchange. So it's an agreement, a partnership that happens just like with any other project, similar to actually to what we're doing on Wildwood Drive to get that project done. So another thing that we need to be thinking about is getting sewer across or underneath the road to this site. That'll be a big component of the overall project. Right now, it stops at, I think it's Partnership Parkway that goes up to what is now Three Rivers. They have a yard there just south of break time. The sewer stops right there, so we would have to go and connect and go underneath, bore underneath the highway there to get it to the site. That'll be a big factor as well. We've thrown some preliminary dollar figures at this. You're looking at in the neighborhood of about $4 million to build the road, probably about $1 million to extend the sewer. These are just very preliminary numbers. You'd have to get in and do a little more engineering work to firm those numbers up. But what we wanted to do today, in working with Jeff, was to say this is our preferred alignment. That way, property owners know that we want to be in this corridor, and then we can start working on some preliminary, and I would say very preliminary plans, with the goal in mind to have a location and a way to make the road happen. If a developer comes in and says, hey, I want to do this or this, and we have something tangible here, we want to be able to react quickly to that and not be 2 years behind in getting some plans drawn up and something done, and not run the risk of a developer having to leave because we don't have a plan here. So I think there's some very basic preliminary engineering that can happen here to come up with that preliminary plan, and then we just kind of be sitting there ready to act. So we've met with the city multiple times. I think the next step, if the county commission wants to move forward with endorsing or selecting this preferred location or corridor. We take it to the City Council, Public Works Planning Committee, get their endorsement too, and then I don't think we need to go any further. I think that's enough where staff can start coming up with some preliminary plans. And again, it would be, we'd probably have to engage an engineering consultant to do some of this work, unless city staff is able to do it. They may be able to do it. We haven't had that conversation in depth yet, but we can just take it a little bit further than where it is and have something to be ready to act on it. So I know, Jeff, we've talked multiple times. We've met with property owners on it. I know I've done all the talking. I can shut up and you guys can ask questions or say anything.
I think you pretty much said it all. I know the Vanderfelt's property, there had been some interest there, and it is waiting for sewer. I think that's one of the biggest hangups, but they'd also like to know if they do have to get all that rock out, where they're gonna go with it. So if we have a preferred alignment, then we can work with them on that. The other portion, the southeast part, Gilmore's property, he's actually in Talisay limits, and they've been working on getting that, getting some housing built in there. So this would give them an idea where we're wanting to go with the road and help them get their alignment on their property, their subdivision done. It might open some stuff up on the Brenner and Steenbergen properties too. Steenbergen's in county only, and then the Brenner property's in the city limits. So I haven't really heard of any exact plans for them, but if we get alignment figured out, that may open some stuff up. So I think that's just kind of what we wanted to do today, was endorse the preferred alignment and then send it to the city staff. Councilman Spencer was here. Oh, there he is, right in front of me.
No, I'd like to see us move forward with it. I go out that way a lot, and, you know, there's a lot of potential east. And so I would be in favor of moving forward on this.
Well, we even talked about this when they closed off that crossing there, and so now you have to come up onto the highway all the way to Militia and come back around. And at that time, we were gonna try to hurry something along, and it just didn't work out to work with MoDOT on that. So this has been going on for a long time.
Give you a little history. Pee Wee Fork asked that we put an estimate together on this in 2006. So it's been hanging around a little bit, actually longer than Wildwood, surprisingly, and not in the form that Wildwood was. But it's been on the radar. There just really hasn't been that development out on the east side. Everything has tended to shift a little west, but I think things are starting to move more on the east side of town, and we just need to be ready. And I think that's just where we need to be. So having the endorsement of this alignment going to the city, we're done, the decision's been made, and we can move forward accordingly. So.
Excuse me, if someday this is a bypass of some sort, 179 or whatever, it would be a limited access kind of road, is that true? I see all these grid lines on this last one here. Are those like lots, or is that grading?
Those are property
changes?
lines. Yeah, like this one here.
No, this one, the last one.
Oh, those are just, don't pay attention, that's engineer stuff there.
Oh, okay.
That's just showing like the contour of the
Okay.
roadway fill. Yeah,
All right.
sorry.
Those aren't all driveways coming on it. Okay.
No, but yeah, you're right, and then generally, when we build this type of roadway, we do try to limit access. We're not gonna give an entrance every, 100 feet or something like that. We would minimize it, kinda like Wildwood, you wanna kinda control that. When you build more of a corridor type roadway, you wanna control access. So, yeah. You get into some traffic safety issues when you have too many driveways pulling in and out. And this would be a 2-lane roadway, but we would secure right-of-way wide enough to expand it to a 3-lane at some point in the future, but we would build it as a 2-lane. We just preliminarily, we call like a Route B, it's got 24-foot lane, or 24-foot pavement and 10-foot shoulders. We would have it a little wider shoulder through here, other than some of our roadways where the shoulder's a little bit narrow. This would be what we call kind of a Super 2. It's a wider template and would mimic more of a higher speed type MoDOT roadway. So that would be a good connector if they were to ever do that.
I think it makes a lot of sense to kind of center on where we most likely will end up, so the folks, adjoining property owners and others who want to develop out there won't be wasting their time on something that can't be done if we go like this route.
Okay, you good? And I'll make a motion to select alignment number 2 and endorse it as our preferred location, and then send to the City Public Works Planning Committee for their endorsement.
Second.
Any other discussion?
Just real quick, it's along the same lines, Wildwood Drive. Had a meeting, just came from that this morning. Plans are moving along. We've gotten through all the regulatory issues. That's done and behind us. We're really close to having the plans ready to go out for bid. Right now, the target date, it could be a little sooner, but the target date is the middle of October for advertising. Taking that out, that puts us into a December notice to proceed. So probably not likely any work happening by the end of the year, but at least we'd be under contract. So the ultimate schedule, we'll have it finished by the end of next year. But everything's moving along like it should.
Good. Okay, have a motion and a second. All in favor?
Aye.
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 Okay,
Thank you.
Thank you.
thank you, sir. And you just need to tell me where I need to be tomorrow.
Okay.
Okay.
Thank you, Councilman.
Discussion of EMA printer.
No, don't join me, Brian, don't do it. No, I'm just here, we had a 15-year-old, how old was the printer? And, no, never mind. And, I have money in the budget to replace it. Brian has a replacement, that's already invoiced that they have a contract with the company with, so, we can order that. I think now we're having a temporary fix of having another printer from the EMS side, but that has no fax capabilities. So we just want to, I guess, get approval to make that purchase.
I saw them emails. Was there a question about, I mean, obviously you're funding it, but was there a question about maintenance or something, or it was just getting it ordered and getting it?
Well,
going?
once we have the printer,
talk.
we can pick up the maintenance. Yeah. I mean, if Brian's budget can handle the maintenance, that would be great. No, but I think that's appropriate.
The old printer's going to the Smithsonian.
I hope. You know, when it's able to collect retirement benefits, maybe we should get rid of them.
Fully vested.
Yes.
Okay, I'm good.
Do we have some numbers on this?
I'll go ahead.
Please.
So this is it's $2,765.80. And then the cost per copy is 1 penny, and pennies 0.0111, and that's all that is on the NASPO contract. So it's all pre-negotiated and everything.
The what contract?
NASPO.
Okay, which is the,
I don't have the acronym for that.
You need to talk to your purchasing person.
she's not here.
Yeah. So, anyway.
Okay.
I'll make a motion to order the Canon IR 529 IFZ printer on the NASPO NASPO contract for $2,765.80 for EMS.
Hey,
I'm sorry, EMA.
that's okay.
Oh,
Second.
shoot, I worded sorry, I tried to get it. Okay,
EMA,
yes, EMA.
second. Any other discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Thank you all.
Thank you.
So people still fax?
Well, that's what I'm told. We haven't gotten one in several years, so that's what I'm told.
Okay,
I'll leave it alone.
first reading of budget adjustment number 11.
This is for $33,298. It's insurance proceeds for a vehicle. I'll bring it back up in 10 days.
Okay. Now what that is. Callaway ambulance lease.
Good morning.
Good morning.
I received a call last week from Director Anderson in Callaway County. Apparently, they had a rash of issues with their ambulance fleet. I think they had an accident, another mechanical problem, which left them without a backup apparatus. So they asked if they could lease one for us for a short period of time. Talked to all of you individually, and we went ahead and did that last week. So now I just have the lease to sign. Basically, it outlines that they'll pay for the scheduled maintenance if and when they cross those mileage thresholds. And they're carrying the insurance on it. Other than that, it's not much of an issue. So happy to answer any questions.
How long do they think they'll be?
I
They-
didn't-
They don't know.
yeah.
We've done this before with them, haven't we?
We did this pretty much 1 year ago to the date, so.
Okay.
Okay. Seems to me to make a motion to approve and sign the ambulance lease with Callaway County.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Okay, approval of care leave recommendation to the county commission.
Good morning,
Change it-
gentlemen.
I'm sorry, hold on a second. I'm gonna change it to Callaway County Ambulance District, just to clarify.
I'll second that motion.
Okay.
All in favor?
Aye.
Okay, sorry.
The Care Leave Committee met this morning to consider a request for a 10-year county employee. We approved the request, starting with this upcoming payroll for 30 days. This employee is working when available, when he can, light duty. The county's accommodating that. So that 30 days may take more than 30 days, but we usually approve it in 30-day increments. So we did approve it, and we're requesting that the commission also approve it.
Okay.
Is it 30 work days or 30 calendar days? Work days, okay.
We actually take it to the hour, because
Got
some
it.
people work different schedules.
And if that employee was able to work 2 4-hour days, it's gonna take that much longer to burn off the
Correct.
30 days. Got it.
Correct.
Okay.
I'm good with it.
Okay. I'll make a motion to approve the care leave recommendation made by the care leave committee.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Thank you, gentlemen.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Okay, and we're tabling that, so do we have some old, did you want to bring up something under old business?
Yeah. Last week, we started the HVAC project in this building. They were loading all the equipment in and started Friday to take out some units. We got a unit taken out, found some ductwork that the inside insulation has been pulled down. Don't know if it happened 2 years ago when we had the duct cleaning for the building done or not, but I've spoke to you all this morning about it, and just to do this time and material, not to exceed $12,000 to start, and then we can readdress if we have more on top of that, if you all are good with that. They're under state contract too, so.
Yeah, while they're working on the other stuff, it makes sense to address that, so.
And they could find more as we.
They could find a lot more, they could find a lot less,
Yeah.
so.
Is this gonna be a change order on their original contract?
We're gonna just do it as a time and material. There won't be a change order on the regular contract. Unless you'd like it done that way.
Well,
It probably needs to be a change order or something separate if they're under state contract. We can do it separately,
just so I know,
Don't you think,
to
or-
get the PO right.
because the other project is was the heating and cooling.
Right.
It was all bid that way.
And that's coming through the ARPA money, so that's
Oh.
what I'm asking,
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
that we have
yeah.
this very clear.
Okay. Yeah, we've got to do it, and then I asked Greg to get us some kind of a rough idea, and he got it already this morning, so we were able to expedite this and
Yeah.
get them an answer. So,
So you have a few more boxes to check if it's ARPA money, but make that happen.
Okay.
Yeah.
okay.
All right.
Get it in writing for sure.
I will get that in writing from Brian. I'll call him after I leave here.
So, yeah, I'm not sure exactly how we need to word that motion to,
For
make a
now,
motion to approve not to exceed $12,000 for
Ductwork repair?
ductwork repair.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Thank you.
Okay. All righty. Looks like we have breezed through this. Do we have anything else to come before us before? Yes, sir.
In discussing Wildwood earlier, I forgot to mention that the city council will have the first reading of that cooperative agreement on their meeting tonight, and it'll get approved on the 17th or 16th. So in 2 weeks, and then we bring it to the county commission that Tuesday. I think the date is the 17th would be the meeting, commission meeting, so as far as I know, everything's agreed to. I know we talked about it a couple weeks ago, and everything should be good to go on it, but just wanted to let you know that is moving along here really quick.
Got the eastern long-haired bats taken care of, and
They're gone. They're
got the code.
And
Okay.
Sam, if you just mentioned that local violence criminal prevention grant application was taken off.
Yes, yes.
Okay.
Yeah, that was
Thank you, Debbie.
tabled till a later date.
Okay.
Yes. Okay. Anything else? Hearing none, I would entertain a motion to go into closed session.
Pursuant to Section 610.021 of the revised statutes of Missouri, the commission will go into closed session to discuss the following: responses to bids and negotiated contracts under 610.021 subsection 12, personnel issues under Section 610.021 subsection 3, and personnel issues under Section 610.021 subsection 13.
Second.
Roll call, please.
Jeff?
Yes.
Sam?
Yes.
Harry?
Yes.
Okay. All righty, turn it on.